story we promised to air tonight from yesterday's discussion, toxic masculinity. I wonder if it's a term you may be familiar with. If not, we'll be sinking our teeth into it. On tonight's special focus, is it a Western concept? And does the inverse also apply? Is there such a thing as toxic femininity? My colleague Burrows engaged the experts. Take a look.
So the toxicity comes in the area and line where now roles are changing, situations are changing, perceptions also need to change. But there are still some stuckness, even when a lady has enough money, maybe to take you out. And the man says, if it's not my money, we are not going to do that because I'm the one who is supposed to be taking care of you. You're the one who has a better house, maybe a bigger house, because perhaps of the economic status. But toxic masculinity, which is extremely traditional, a man is not allowed to move into the lady's house.
And we have also people who go to very extreme extents to shove their weight around, to show that they are present, especially when confronted by logical arguments from those they consider to be inferior. For example, these traits that foster domination and devaluation of women. And when you go to extreme ends, you have these new ideas about homophobia.
That's the clinical definition of toxic masculinity. It's also known as traditional masculinity ideology.
Where you're saying a man cannot feed a baby, a man cannot change a diaper, a man cannot cook, especially ugali, rice, tea, all those kind of things. I've been in a place where tea has been set. They were all men, but they were waiting for somebody to serve. So you see, that's where the toxicity comes in, because you're basically looking at the serving of tea, which means putting food for yourself to be able to take for your own personal nutrition. You're basically looking at it like it's a lower role.
The experts say that the toxicity goes far beyond what women and men do or don't.
And one of the greatest challenges now, how it manifests, is when they kind of, put stuff inside, even when they are hurt. They are not speaking about how they feel, and the worst is they cannot cry.
It may be well explained, but they say it's not just a simple issue.
Some people actually also think that the idea of toxic masculinity has been, is about undue condemnation of traditional masculinity. And by some, it's also some kind of feminist idea.
What men should do and men should not do has everything to do with how they were socialized. It has also everything to do with the social and actually the community and culture that they come from. I would be glad to be cooked for and everything else, but I would still find a problem with my spouse cleaning the floor.
On the flip side, is there such a thing as toxic femininity?
And I've had this term that you came to my home and you actually purported to be able to take care of me and everything else. So what is mine, but what is yours is ours. So that kind of perception then means that we have a system where the female then is not contributing significantly, but the burden, especially of the major expenditures and anything else, is left to the man, even when my economic situation could allow me to support.